All right, what's good, y'all? D the Dudes back at it again. You know, hey, we had 4 of our folks take top spots at the OTS on today. Tell them what you did, Connor.
What's good? My name's Connor. I came in 4th today, playing Ishizu Tier. You know, kind of sucks being in a tier with 0 format, but I love Fusion, so we got to do it that way.
All right, so show us the spikes.
All right, so starting off, we just played 3 of every name because there's never a name that you don't want to see.
Flip them around.
Oh, my bad.
You good.
Yeah, we played 3 of every name.
Folks know what these folks do.
You know, I think that a lot of people are arguing that you run 2 Merly or 2 Rhino. I think you want to see as many names as possible, just because you never know what you're going to be able to go up against. And
I think people sleep on like milling Rhino on your opponent's turn.
Oh, it's fucking...
And just going off like milling him on your opponent's turn. Basically, that's basically a fusion summon.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's basically 2 for 1 because like you pitch whatever you have in your hand, summon him, chain link 1, chain link 2. It's nutty how he works out.
Oh yeah.
All right, and then of course, you know, a lot of people are cutting it, but I run 1 Agito. It's kind of iffy. Sometimes he's definitely one of the ones that I would side out more often than not, but it's an easy side out option. Same with Diviner actually too. I mean, Baron's awesome, you know, getting Omni Gate on board, but is it worth the space? That's something that we're kind of toying with right now in my test groups. Then standard, you know, 3, and 3. This card's insane. If you catch a tier player lacking, you just shuffle back that Abyss Dweller before I actually send it back to deck, to the extra deck before they even have a chance to mess you up on your turn.
Okay.
And then honorary Ishizu card for this format. Orange lights. Crazy.
All these are fairies.
All right. And then
that's our tier. That's the tier. That's our Ishizu.
Then last monster package we got going on here is, of course, the Bestial package.
Of course, best engine in the game right now.
You know, I went for 1 Magnemite, 3 Druid's Worm, 1 Sarnier. You want the Sarnier just in case, like, because you're milling a lot. You mill multiple Druid's Worm, you need something. And plus, having another name's just good. I went with 1 Magnemite. I probably might bump it up to 2. It's just I don't want to mill this and my opponent make dark, so that they can just bring it back and plus on my turn. I want to be in full control at all times I can.
That's really thinking ahead, like you said, because if your opponent makes you mill 5 or mill 10, you mill that magma, that puts them so far ahead if they go into they just go dark, get it, they get that search, and they just keep comboing. So
especially in like mirror matches, there are 2 things that factor into it: is who can get their Bestial package going first, and who can get their field spell going first. That's going to determine who's going to win that. So I just thought, let me not help them determine that for them.
Yeah, bro. What's your... Oh, you still got paint.
Oh yeah, I got spells. Of course, we got 4 field spells.
Stupid the ash, babe.
We got the instant fusion, of course. Ban this card. This is OP.
So now what they gonna do? They gonna hit this to be like, yeah, we hit tier.
Yeah. We got Scream just so we can get these traps, and we run 1 Crime because it's not the best mill, but at the same time, like, you need to run it, especially with all the counters that you're going into. And then 2 Solic, just because Solic's the best thing to mill if you're going, you know, first and you hit a bunch of names, you need something else to go off. Solic.
What's your deck count?
41, so probably about to be 40, maybe 42 actually. I'm playing some ideas in my head, trying to get that roped up. I didn't have time to update this since the regional this past weekend, but same thing, you know, 1 Redoer, which I love Redoer. I'm never gonna cut him. It's just it's a fan favorite of mine.
To me, I'm like he's one of them last plays where you ensure you're playing on your opponent's turns. Really, the way the deck plays now, it's not even really a combo deck when you think about it. It's really like a nice mid-range strategy that lets you just keep gassing and play on your opponent's turn. He plays a big part in that.
Yeah, it's mid-range with a control substance with it.
Yep.
Similar to how like Sword Soul ran. You know, you would always have the resources to bounce back in last December. And then we run a Abyss Dweller for those auto win buttons, basically open the orange light or bust. Beatrice, just because if you get hit trying to run the Kit Kalos, she's your secondary Kit Kalos. Then we run Wallow. Wallow is so good, man. Wallow, being able to snatch anything that you mill from your opponent, being able to boost all your stuff, get over all these towers, like it's just great.
Good.
Never cutting this one. Beatrice, again, like I said earlier with the Diviner, might cut it. It comes up, but not as often as you need it to. Sprite package, just these two because busted, and honorary Sprite package because you, like I said earlier, get their Magnamut, link it off, do your full combo, have that crackback on their turn. This is crazy in the mirror. I think I heard it from Pac first saying, like, doing this and calling dark makes it to where the mirror has to play really weird because they can't target their own cards.
Okay, so they can't even use Solic on their cards.
They can't. Well, they can use Solic, but they can't use Planet to pop. They can't use Kit Kalos to target send.
Oh wow, yep.
They can't do any of that. It kind of makes them do it really weird and it's hit or miss. This is stable. You know, one of the best fusions of all time.
Sprite decks hate this card.
Garura. There was actually a cheat in the last YCS, I think Pasadena, where he had Barrier Statue and Impin, and he super polyed into Garura. You can't do that. Fun fact.
Oh lord.
We run 2 Kit Kalos. This
it's because Garura not a win, so you can't even attempt to
Nah,
summon.
you can't. It's a dart. We're running 2 Kit Kalos. Future, that's gonna be a Baguska just because I didn't have time to redo the deck list, but that's really the only change. And then the last 2 Tearlament monsters. Can't run without them. But that's it for the extra deck.
Pretty standard, like, yeah, that Baguska, that'd be the cherry on the cake. Shit.
The Baguska is basically for those games that you get a Beast Dweller and the flu matchup, and you just need that extra little oomph.
That deck, the deck drops level 4s like crazy.
Yeah, and then for side deck, we'll start off with the 1-offs first. 1 Harpies, 1 Called By, should be Change of Heart. 1 side frame driver. I wanted my side deck to be generic, that way, you know, no matter if we did rogue or whatever, it'd be able to combat that, because the deck is already like amazing itself.
Yeah.
Your side deck is just to help you push through those like roguish decks.
Especially with this being an OTS, you know, different from a regional or YCS, you're gonna get those rogue decks that pop up. So you want to make, you know, more generic type of side deck.
And then of course with the driver, you run the Gamma, which is why you have those odds.
I love this card.
That card's amazing.
It resolves. I don't care what nobody say. This resolves. You tend to win.
Yeah. D-resolved it on me. It messed me up bad.
Ooh, if I ain't have it though, it was over.
If you didn't have it, I was going off to the races.
Ooh.
3 droplets.
Okay.
You know, just because the Ishizu cards, it doesn't matter if it's for effect or for cost, they'll trigger.
Okay.
3 cosmics, just because tier, you want to get rid of their back row as soon as possible, because that's how they get the grind game going. And then 3 triple tactics. It should probably be 2 and cut the Called By and put something else. But you know that it's kind of weird doing a side deck anytime you run Gamma, because your count's a little bit off.
I know this card, like triple tactics. I love it, this format, because, you know, everybody's running Bishops. Everybody's running the Bishops. Tier players running that habit. So it's so many card effects activate on your turn. The effect to take or the effect to look, especially in a simplified game state, man. Tactics really nice, this format.
It is an amazing card. Honestly, every time I see Tactics, I win. Whether you're ripping or drawing, it's a game changer. 3 past ban cards, now 2 in 1 card. You can't beat it. But yeah, that's the deck profile.
Any shout outs?
Shout out to TDA, the Duelist Alliance, the Discord. Shout out to, you know, my teammates here, all the players that show up. Shout out to everybody that got me here in this position. You know, only been playing for a little while, but we're going hard. We'll go strong.
There you go. Appreciate you, Connor, man. We're gonna look forward to putting more profiles on the page.
Yeah, man. Of course.
Appreciate you.